little bit while I make my first drink. I don't know. I might just go back to 80s music. 3 in chat if you want me to play 80s music instead. Full Irish flag. Hi, Pete. How are you? Welcome in. It's good to see you. ACG, thank you so much for the resub of 9 months. We could have had a baby in that time. What? And welcome in. Good to see you. How are you? Good, and you? I'm doing well. Thanks. We're making quesadillas, and we're going to make some tequila cocktails. So I'm really excited. Here's our masa for the quesadillas. All done. We'll put that aside. And we're going to make our first cocktail, which I'm really kind of winging it. I'm thinking a mezcal paloma. What do you guys think about a mezcal paloma? I think we might be done with the aviators. Yeah, that channel point's done. And I'm going to have to take off the sombrero because it's going to fall off anyway. I do try to support the streamers. Sounds great. Can I have one? Sure, Pete. Definitely. And I appreciate that. And yeah, Pete, guys, is a newer, I think, food and drink streamer, but he made some delicious looking bolognese with fresh pasta the other day. I was like, mwah, delicioso. So if you don't already follow him, check him out. Hi, Ramen. ¿Qué pasa? Estoy bien. ¿Y tú? Hazlo. Okay, Brownie. We're going to do it. All right. We need to, like, de-sombrero because it just does this thing. All right. So, mezcal paloma. You can make it with like grapefruit flavored soda if you want, but I like to use fresh grapefruit juice. Fresh lime. We got our mezcal here, and let's see, what else do we need? Soda. Soda. There we go. Thank you for shouting out, Pete. Oh, no problem, Pete. What are you up to for Cinco de Mayo? Anything fun? Anybody else doing anything fun for Cinco de Mayo or the weekend? Tomorrow we will be doing a Kentucky Derby. I can't talk today. Kentucky Derby. I haven't even started drinking it. I can't talk. Kentucky Derby themed brunch castle for charity, and we will have a special guest star. We're gonna learn how to talk today. That's the goal today. What kind of tequila? So we're using mezcal, and this is the kind. But if I were to use regular tequila, my go-to, I can show you that. This is my go-to tequila when I make other drinks. But this is our first time ever doing mezcal drinks on stream, so that's exciting. Let me look up our paloma recipe. Okay. Actually, I thought we were going to have to shake it, but we don't. We can build this in a highball glass. Let me get a highball so here we go. What is the brand I got? It's Del Maguey Via. It's the one that both Colin and Mark mentioned in the Discord as recommendations. So we will see. Opening it first should help. I like this song. I think I might go back to my 80s playlist, guys. It's boring me. I was trying to do a Cinco de Mayo playlist, and this one's like, I just found this at the last second. I don't know if I like it. Tasting shot, right? All right. Well, I feel like I can only take a tasting shot in an appropriate shot glass. Are you taking one with me, Brownie? I forgot to update that Stream Elements. Damn it. How come I can't open this bottle? I took off the top part. This is not an easy bottle to open. There we go. I'm already disliking the bottle. Is that a thing? Twist my arm. Twist. Why is it so difficult to open? Okay, there we go. Okay. Got it. You know that Gary did not have that other brand that many people mentioned, the Montelobos, I think it was. Yes, we got it. We got it. All right, I'm gonna go grab a shot glass to try a little bit of this before we actually make the cocktail. Actually, be right back. Make it till the coke on. All right, we're using a Costa Rica shot glass. Why? Because we're Costa Rican, and it's the closest shot glass I have to Mexico, other than America. Yeah, I don't know why Gary's didn't have that. Gary's did have 3 or 4 different kinds of the Del Maguey. They had the Vita, they had the Crema one that Mark mentioned, and they had a couple others, but the price points were way higher. This one was only $30, so I felt like that was reasonable. And they had the Casamigos Mezcal at $50. So let's try this out, guys. I forget what I'm supposed to do. Should I do the whole like lime and salt thing with this, or is this just not a thing? I feel like this is a fat cork for the bottle. That's the problem. I don't like that. It's like slightly too fat. Okay, I shouldn't eat it if it's good. All right. Cheers to chat. Thank you for hanging out with me today, and feliz Cinco de Mayo. Nice and smoky. I like it. Yep. Cheers, Brownie. How's yours? Did you do the Montelobos? And what are we having to drink tonight? Anyway. What are we having for drinks? Okay, that makes sense. I don't think I would have more than one mezcal either. It's so specific, you know. Specific tasting? I don't know. What type of beer were you having? Were you having a Mexicano beer? Or just a regular beer? All right, so let's figure this out. We're gonna do, where's my jigger? There it is. Okay, so we're gonna do, how much is it? It's gonna be 2 ounces of mezcal, I think. Yep, 2 ounces of mezcal. We're just gonna build this in the drink, in the glass. 2 ounces of mezcal. I'll try an attempt to close this. I'm making a mezcal paloma. Thai Singha. Oh, nice. But not very festive brownie. 2 ounces of mezcal. Half an ounce of lime juice. This one needs to be washed. All right, we got one of these thingamajigs now, so I don't have to like struggle with limes and lemons anymore. It's so nice. Wait, how much do I need? Half an ounce? It's so much easier with this, I have to say. I didn't realize how much of a difference it really makes until you actually use it. Oh, mixito. All right, that's half an ounce of lime juice. And because we're not using grapefruit soda, I think I'm going to do an ounce of grapefruit juice. I need my big knife for that. This grape's huge. Massive grapefruit. This I'm just gonna squeeze by hand because it's just too big to put in that contraption. And grapefruit isn't that hard. Limes I find are the most difficult to squeeze by hand. Anything Italian or Mexican? Yeah, you love that meat? I love Italian and Mexican as well. Well, I remember the other day you were saying anything with a can at the end, right? Me too. I love that too. All right. So there's about an ounce of the grapefruit juice. We're going to put that in there. And then we're going to add in some ice and soda. Put all this stuff on the side. Soda. Come on. Come on, guys. Ice cube. All right. Maybe one more. Actually, let me just stir this for a minute. A little tight, but we're going to stir. There we go. Stir, 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 stir. Maybe I should start with the other side. There we go, all stirred. Now we're going to add in and top it with soda. Hi, Lord Harlock. How are you? Good to see you. Definitely a 10. No worries. Okay, Brownie. Sounds good. Topped it with soda. And last but certainly not least, let's see what we're going to garnish it with. Just to garnish it with a lime wedge. Pretty simple. I was leaning towards either that or something with the grapefruit, so let's go with the lime wedge. Stick that on there, on our glass. Put this over to the side. We're going to clean up our mess a little bit here. This is the tiniest kitchen on Twitch, or at least one of. So we have spatial issues sometimes, and we try our best to keep things neat and tidy as we go along. So let me just take a picture of this bad boy, and then we can enjoy. Thank you, Pete. It is. It's a good starter drink, I would say, because it is light and refreshing and has the soda in it. So yeah. Hi, Mike. How are you? Good to see you. Okay, let's do this. Perfect. All right, guys. Here's our drink. What? Put that in there. Cheers to everyone. Thank you for hanging out with me today. It's a true pleasure, and I hope you guys are having an amazing Cinco de Mayo. Cheers. Salud. I like it. You can really get the smokiness from the mezcal and the citrus notes from the grapefruit and the lime. I'm a happy camper. Anybody else enjoying anything else for food and drink tonight? All right, so our dough has been resting. Now we can go ahead and start measuring out what we're going to do for the quesadillas. I like to put this, smush it down to the bottom of the, actually, you know what? I should use a smaller bowl. It makes it easier. Sorry, guys. Smaller bowl. There we go. So I smush down the dough to the bottom, and you'll see why. I do this same thing for when I'm measuring like burgers from ground meat. Let's say you have enough for 4 burgers. This technique works really well. Have even size burgers, or whatever you're making. So squish it down, even layer. Done. Take a knife, a butter knife specifically, and now I'm going to measure how much. This is supposed to make 8 tortillas. I'm actually going to go for 4 quesadillas because tortillas are smaller than what I want to make. So we're just going to have it both ways. So basically quarter it. See? And then we'll take out one section at a time, which you can just use the knife to do. Voila! And we're going to roll it into a ball. And we're going to do that for all 4 sections. Now, I don't know if this is going to end up being a little too big. Part of me wonders whether or not I should do it in 6. But you know what? I'm going to test out the first one and see if it's too big or not. We have our tortilla press here. Highly recommend. Makes things a lot easier. You guys can see it here. There's our tortilla press. So let's see if this comes out too big or not. We use 2 sides of plastic for this. The ball there. I'm going to put it more towards the center. Squeeze down. Take the lever. Squeeze some more. It does look like it was a little too big. A little too big. Although parts of the plastic did not get covered. So maybe it's not too big. It just needs to be recentered. probably it. We will recenter. It's a process. So we're going to roll this into a ball again. Hi, Master. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you, Sigilis. How are you? Good to see you. I love corn masa. Plastic, it does help. It helps a ton. And to be fair, I could use a bigger plastic bag for this, but I think I'm going to be able to do it if I just put this like here, a little off center, and then take this plastic. Let's see, let's try this again. Voila, look at that. I think that's perfect. So then I get pieces of parchment paper, which I keep because I reuse them a lot. So I just keep the parchment paper that I use for tortillas. Like so. And we take the one that we just did. Check it out, guys. We're going to put that on the parchment paper because we're going to do 4 of these. Here we go. So I'm going to grab another piece of parchment. And on to the next one. I'm glad that we were able to figure it out so that I feel like this is a good size for our quesadilla. Hydrate. Cheers, Siglas. Thank you. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. What are you up to today? Making tortillas makes more authentic beauty. Yes, I agree. I love to make everything homemade, authentic, all that jazz as much as possible, of course. You know, anybody can buy tortillas. Only so many people can actually make them. I'm going to move this here. This is all about making sure there we go. Perfect. So happy with that. I will say I've never done this. I've made tacos a million trillion times, but I've never made quesadillas like this before. So I'm excited to try it. I've made mini quesadillas with corn tortillas that I've made. It's somewhat similar. Smoky. Thank you, Brownie, for the biddies. Cheers. I'm glad you like it. I like it a lot. Did you have grapefruit? I swear they did the safety lunch at our biggest construction site today just to have all the workers come in today. Oh gosh, that sounds terrible. There were so many people there. I took my IT guy somewhere else for lunch. Where did you guys go? Found a couple of bottles of Fever Tree pink grapefruit soda tucked away. Oh, there you go. That's perfect. I love that. Fever Tree for the win. Let's go. All right. So we're almost done making our quesadillas. All right. To be honest, I don't know that I'll actually eat more than one of these, but that's okay. This is the recipe I have for tacos or tortillas, so. Ooh, come on. This one is thin. Doesn't want to cooperate as much. There we go. That one is the most susceptible to falling apart, but we probably won't use that one. Yes, Sigalas. I'll definitely eat these. I won't have them on tonight's stream. I have to have a few of these. Can't waste the soda. I know, right? Once you open it. What about the partner? She doesn't want one? Does she like palomas with mezcal? What are we having for dinner tonight? Anybody have any fun dinner plans? We went to this local brew house place, nice and chill. That sounds good, faster. There was a hockey game on, so it was fun. Nice. Not yet. Probably. All right. One last quesadilla. With our press. Perfect. Telling you, tortilla presses are inexpensive and they make things a hell of a lot easier. Just putting it out there. Hi, Unicorn. How are you, girls? Good to see you. Feliz Cinco de Mayo. Are you doing anything to celebrate today? You just made a fresh salad? That's very healthy of you. I love it. What kind of salad? I love it. That's awesome. All right, we need one more of these. One big enough? That might not be big enough. It's a little thinner. I need bigger ones for this project. Oh, what did I say? Right, so that goes on there. The last quesadilla. I will say, and I don't know if you guys saw, but Kanara made tacos, fresh corn tortillas for tacos for the first time this week. And I was sitting there in her chat trying to help her because, you know, there was a few tips that I had up my sleeve, of course, and they helped her. So I'm glad. Thank you for contributing to the community choice stream. I really appreciate that, Sigalis. Making some mojo skirt steak and chorizo and yellow rice. Unicorn, that sounds delicious. Love it. Probably some margaritas. Fresh tortillas are the best. Agree, Unicorn. I love that. We made a paloma with mezcal. We're making mezcal-based drinks, but this is also a great drink with regular tequila, and I love margs. I'm thinking, should I do a mezcal marg next? Maybe. We'll see. Iceberg and something, I don't know. Chicken. You mean like another lettuce? Chicken, cherry tomatoes, cucumber, carrot strings, bacon bits, croutons with honey mustard. That sounds delicious, faster. Right? Stretch. Oh, we gotta stretch. All right, guys. Stretch time. Good old stretch. Thank you, Pete. I appreciate that. I love stretching. It's one of my favorite things. So that felt good. And sorry, Stream Elements is not updated. It's still talking about April. Actually, that's an April Fool's Day joke. What? We need to update it, but we haven't had a chance to yet. So it will happen. All right, so we finished with our press. And now I'm going to prep what we're going to put in the quesadilla. What are we putting in this bad boy? Is that what you ask? Yeah. So I need to get out cheese. I'm going to be making these vegetarian. I rarely make vegetarian dishes on the stream, but this is kind of a clean out my fridge stream because tomorrow we're doing the breakfast castle and I'm going to have a guest come in and we're just going to have so many ingredients for it that I need to kind of clear some stuff out of my fridge, to be honest. So, black beans. We have pico de gallo, which if that's still good, I'm gonna go with that. It probably is drenched in citrus and whatnot. We have black beans left over from when we opened those, and that's what we're gonna do. Black bean and quesadilla with mango pico de gallo and our avocado crema that we made the other day. So this is the avocado crema that I made on the competition stream. It is absolutely delicious. One of my favorite things I make every single year, especially for tacos and whatnot. And it has avocado sour cream, a mix of herbs like cilantro, parsley, chives, or scallions. Has lemon juice, lime juice, I think white wine vinegar, fresh garlic. It's really good. Really good. Studio fridge. Actually, my fridge is quite normal size, I have to say. It's a normal size fridge. It's just that I have so much stuff in it because that's what I do. All right. I'm kind of bored with the music. Is anybody else bored with the music and want to listen to my 80s playlist instead? This does not feel like Cinco de Mayo. This is someone's Cinco de Mayo playlist that I feel like doesn't really sound Cinco de Mayo-y. I was hoping for some like authentic Mexican music, but it sounds very Americanized. Which is Cinco de Mayo, I get it, but see if there's something on it that I want to listen to. Yeah, I'm gonna go with my 80s playlist. More exciting, more fun. Leave Cinco de Mayo Pro playlist, right? I just did it the last second, hoping to like find some like cool thing, but it ain't happening. So we have our fresco queso, which I really love. You can also use cotija Mexican cheese. It's a little bit stronger. It's more aged. But this is good. And then I'm also going to use some cheddar too. And it's got a little hard at all. Same with this queso, I think. Did it? A little bit. Who loves queso? 3 in chat if you love queso. Next up, Steely Dan. Let's go, Harlock. Alright. I'm telling you, this is going to be a very easy thing. It's kind of a really good weeknight meal, especially if you have pre-made tortillas. I love cheese. Let's go, Mike. But we're talking about queso. I love that. Yeah, Pete, this is my normal playlist for stream. We normally play an 80s playlist because I'm an 80s baby and I love 80s music. Let's go, Shane. Shane is happy now that the 80s music's back. Just one more time. Master, is that a 3? Or is that multiple 3s? Does that mean you like cheese a lot? Or just a little bit? Now, it seems like you might only like it like a little bit. Pedro, don't lose that number. Let's fucking go, Shane. I love the spicy queso at Moe's, but I love the thick stuff from Chipotle too much of opposed to attempt to make my own cheese sauce. Cheese sauce is really simple. I once made, what did I make cheese sauce for? I made it on stream for something. Oh, maybe it was for a steak and cheese. I made a beer cheese sauce. It was nomsicles. Not gonna lie. Because nomsicles is a word. Give me the spicy! Okay, on a scale of 0 being no spice at all and 10 being I like my mouth to get burnt, what is your max spice level? Like, what do you, I guess, yeah, what do you max out at? You look Italian? I know I do, but I'm not. It's my mix. Because I'm Costa Rican, Irish, and Scottish. A lot of people think I look Italian. Okay, I will try. 8, 11 brownie. Damn, I said 1 to 10. You want to burn like your entire body with that. 8, thank you, Stream Elements. You look not so bad yourself. 4, Shayna, more my style. I feel like I'm a solid 5. Medium level spice, happy as a cucumber. But like, once I start like feeling the nostrils and like, you know, I start to get uncomfortable. And then once you get to a point where like you can't taste anything because all you can feel is heat, no, not my jam. Not my jam. I'm a medium level spice person. 5. I like the spice, I gather. 12.5. Look at Mark, the one-upper. He's just trying to one-up Brownie. Such a one-upper. How are you, Mark? Good to see you. Mark, we're making mezcal. Are you having mezcal drinks tonight? What the hell? No way. Yes, Jay. Hey. Off work. Let's fucking go. Almost home. I love that, Shayna. Let's go. Is the Cartero's daughter? Actually, no joke, my dad looks somewhat like a cross between Whitey Bulger and Woody Harrelson. And he's from Boston, so it's quite possible we're related to the Bulges. Just saying. I have to feel some heat without losing the flavor of the food. I agree, Harlock. That's a 9 or a 10. I don't like where it's all heat and no taste. I agree completely. I need pain. No, I don't want to feel pain when I eat my food. Typical. The endorphins. You know, spice actually is good for increasing the metabolism. Mm-hmm. So it's good, like helpful for weight loss, I guess, if it's increasing your metabolism. Mark, we already did a shot of mezcal. You missed it. Are you going to do one to make up for it? Let's go, Mark. I think you need to make up for it and do a shot of mezcal. What are we having to drink tonight, Mark? All right, so I'm going to get a little pan going. Pan, pot, whatever you want to call it. Actually, I'm going to go with a pan. No. I'm debating. Let's fucking go, GG's. Peer pressure starts immediately upon unliking. It's very factual. Facts.com. I can't eat much more than Frank's hot sauce, but I love pickles, jalapenos out the jar. Oh, interesting. Who says I didn't have a shot already? I mean, if you did, we'll have to take your word for it, but you weren't here, like, actively participating in the brownie and eye shot. That's all I'm going to say about that. My mouth is puckering. Look at that drink. It's delicious. This is a Mezcal Paloma. It has mezcal tequila, fresh lime juice, grapefruit juice, and soda. I love Frank's and pickled jalapenos. Now I want them together. I don't know if I want those together. Although, if you have, what are they called? Stuffed jalapenos. Probably really good dipped in Frank's right now. I'm just inventing things now. Yeah, I didn't. I'm having a Paloma though. Oh, well, if you're having a Paloma, you've redeemed yourself, Mac. Cheers. Tequila shot, here I come. Let's go. What tequila did you put in your Paloma, Mac? Does the mezcal hit? It's good. This drink is very refreshing because it has the soda on top. So it's a good starter drink. It's light, refreshing, but you can still taste the smokiness of the mezcal, which I love. I almost died too many times from tequila to even drink it now. I'm sorry, Jay. That's a bummer. I don't think I've almost died from tequila. I may have almost died from whiskey. Mezcal Paloma? Let's go! Mezcal Paloma. Did you make the same thing, Mark? Let's go. I mean, Frank's chicken dip mixed with pickled jalapenos would be fire. That actually sounds really good. I don't like. Took me a while to get back into it after a bad college experience myself. Yeah, a lot of people have bad experiences with tequila. I would say I've never had that bad experience, so I've been looking a while. Let's go back. I appreciate the lurk. Worst hangover ever was berry margaritas. Ooh, Shayna. That sounds terrible. And bad tequila? Yes. Oh, Cuervo? No, most people who have a bad experience with tequila, it's a low quality tequila. So that's why they think they don't like tequila. And actually, now that I think about it, let's retract. I did have some cheap tequila drinks when I was younger. And we went to these like all-inclusive resorts in Costa Rica, and they give you, basic stuff. And for a while, I didn't drink tequila. But then I went out to a place in like 2012 and got a tequila shot with quality tequila because I thought I didn't like tequila. And then I had that and I was like, oh no, it's not that I don't like tequila. I don't like cheap ass tequila. Done. Beer and weed. Well, whatever works for you, right? I can't actually mix alcohol with weed. It's like I'm such a person who knows how to manage alcohol, but you mix weed in there and I get loopy. Tequila is such a gamble. Drink 5 shots, you're fine. 6 shots, smash the world. Oh man. Most people think tequila is a shot or drink mix. Originally, it was intended to be drunk slowly like a whiskey monster. I love that, Pastor. Honestly, I feel like it's that. And smashing everything around. Oh man. So like 3 or 4 years ago, Marianne's? No. Do you know how many times I went to MA's, Brownie? Once. And I think it was my senior year. And I went in there and I was like, what is all the hype about? This place is trash. Watch the fuck out. I'm not having it. I've been to Cleveland Circle a million times, but Marianne's overrated. Also, when I was a freshman, I could get into any bar I wanted to because I was best friends with a BC football center. Who was bigger than the doorman. So yeah, we showed them our BC IDs to get in. I didn't know I didn't need to go to Marianne's. I was told as a young man you needed to get to the worm at the bottom. Bad mistake. Oh no, you actually listened to that, Jay. I'm so sorry. That's some weak ass shit for a BC. You know what? It sucks to be you, Brownie. I like to be a little different. I like to travel the road less traveled. All right, Robert Frost style. Oh yeah, it reeked. It was sticky everywhere. Like you couldn't touch anything. It was just sticky. I walked in there and I was just like, oh hell no, this place is disgusting. This is worse than like a potty in a dorm room. Peace out. We have good beer in my country. I will always choose beer over something that gives me a bad morning. Hey, like I said, whatever works for you. You know, everybody has their preferences and their choices. Some people don't like to drink at all, and that's perfectly fine. Whiskey classy, you know it. What country are you in? Sing us again. I forget, and I apologize. So what's cooking? Good looking. We're working. we what are we doing? Oh, we're supposed to be. We got our quesadillas measured out here. Yeah, we gotta get going because we only have like an hour left before we have to end the stream. This is a short stream today, guys. So I'm gonna put the pot in the back here. I need a little bit of EVOO. What do I do with that? There it is. A little bit of olive oil, and I'm gonna put the black beans in there. And I'm gonna put that on low because I just want them to simmer a little bit. I'm gonna do like half of them, to be honest. I don't need all of them, I don't think. We'll see. I just want to simmer that. And then I'm gonna get a pan that I'm gonna make the quesadilla in. There. What am I doing? Being a ridiculous person? Facts. Liquid Denna? Why not? You guys thought I was going to cook? Funny. It's like last night when I was at my bath. Last night we did do just a cocktail stream, but it was after I ate. Paloma's too easy to drink. This could be bad news. I agree, Brownie. Which is why I was going to do a mezcal margarita next. What do you think? Am I single? Yes. Germany. I don't deny a good whiskey, but yeah, tequila, it fucked me up. I totally get that. I've been to Germany once. Well, technically twice, but it doesn't really count because I only went to the airport. Frankfurt. Massive airport. One of the biggest airports I think I've ever been in. Because I lived in Madrid for 6 months. So I took Lufthansa through Frankfurt. Probably one of my favorite airlines. I loved Lufthansa. Yeah, Frankfurt is. Yes, there were guys riding around in bicycles inside the airport. Like, and then there were these riding escalators for days. And I was just like, when am I going to get to my... So that was my layover. I took a red eye from Boston to Frankfurt. And then when I got to my gate finally. And then all of a sudden, about half an hour before my flight is supposed to be, the thing changes. And it says, somewhere else. Like, not going to Madrid anymore. We're going someplace else, right? I don't remember where. And I look up and I'm like, oh no. And this is like really early in the morning. I got like maybe 2 hours of sleep on the flight over. And I'm like, and then I go up and I'm like, where's my flight? Luckily they spoke English. And they said, oh, we changed your gate. I'm like, oh, that's nice. how far in this massive airport do I have to go now for my other gate? And so they gave me a new gate, and I had to go. And luckily, it only took me, I think, about 15 minutes. But still, it freaked me out. And I was by myself. It freaked me out. That's where I went. I studied abroad there. A little bit of time. A little bit of time. It was my first experience really out on my own. Happy Cinco de Mayo, Bacon. How are you? Good to see you. I'm on the other side of Germany, completely different than Frankfurt. Oh, no worries. Actually, going back, I was supposed to go through, what's the other major city? Munich. But they changed my flight through Frankfurt. I remember I was rushing to get to the airport. I was out at night with my Spaniard friends. We got trashed. And I had to go to the airport. We had to go back to the place that I was staying in, like Madrid, and get my bags. And I had to take a taxi to the airport. And I was totally late. I think I got there like an hour before my flight, and I was freaking out. And then they switched my flight to Frankfurt instead of Munich. And then my luggage got lost. And I'm like, really? But luckily, it showed up the next day. Because you was pounding the freebie. What? Wait, you're first for what? What's happening? What's the line for? I'm confused. I think I'm. Oh, Shayna, you're first. Okay. Of course you are, girl. I was like, where is this coming from? I missed it. Yeah, there's a line. There's a line for my hand in marriage. So there's a lot of work involved. Sorry. Even though I got on a plane 30 years, I go on multiple flights a year. Multiple. I go work trips, whatever trip. I go to Costa Rica every single year. I will be going to Disney this year. And other trips, of course. I love flying. Why have you not been on a plane in 30 years? Good to see you too, Zakin. What are you up to? What are you doing tonight? Are you celebrating? Doing anything fun? Sounds like a wow. Are you making tacos tonight? If so, okay. I'm making quesadillas. I can't operate quesadillas. I can't operate my hand, I'm sorry. And tequila cocktails, yeah. Brownie, when are we going to Amsterdam? I have a lot of JetBlue points, I'm not gonna lie. ¿Está bien? Sí, Blondie. ¿Cómo está usted? Yay, Costa Rica, same old, same old. I just saw Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was awesome. Let's go. That's awesome. This week I went to the movies and saw Chevalier. Has anybody heard of Chevalier? It's a very interesting movie. I liked it a lot. Nice with a margarita. Yeah, so I'm thinking mezcal margarita is what we're making next. I make tacos a lot, Pete. So that's why we tried to switch it up tonight and make quesadillas. Stat. Let's fucking go, right? Although we should probably meet first. I love how we live in Boston. I met. Where are you from, Pete? And or anybody else new in chat and wants to share where you're from? I will say so. I love it. I love it. Does your partner like margaritas as well? I mean, who doesn't like margaritas? Unless you don't want to kill them. Sweet dreams of mini bees. Let's go, Blondie. Virginia. Nice. I actually lived in Maryland for about 3 years. So I'm very familiar with the area. I also go to DC a lot for work. It's a very good spot. I think I'm from Boston. You are, Zekin, but I've actually met you in real life. Meanwhile, I've not met my broad brownie who lives in Boston. Are you going out tonight? What did I miss? Mr. Design, everything and anything. We do lots of crazy shit here. Okay, I get sad on this food, guys. Pete, I'm totally down, and I would love that. I'll let you know if I go to DC anytime soon. That would be. How far are you from DC? I would go out, but recovering from surgery. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you got surgery. What happened? If you want to share. I can't help it. I'm cooking. I understand, Mr. Designs. That's okay. We're just hanging. We're chilling. We'll have a good time. That's what we do. I didn't think the board was going to come from elsewhere. Huh? What are we talking about? I didn't think the board was going to come from elsewhere. It was going to suggest it then. I'm confused, Brownie. I don't know why. I'm confused, but... Yeah, no, Brownie, we do need... Oh, you didn't know... Oh, I got you. Sorry. That took a moment. Yes, it came from Thomas directly, so I couldn't meet up with you to give you the board. Yeah. Well, we need to make a plan. Weight loss surgery? Let's go, Bacon. Congrats to you. Cheers. Well, whenever you're feeling better and want to go out, feel free to hit me up. I'd be happy to go out and celebrate your weight loss surgery. Yeah, you know, I didn't have it. So maybe next time you win baked goods. Yeah, no, sorry. It took me a moment. I was like, what? And then I got it. Hi, Stinky. How are you? Good to see you. Yes. Bacon, that would be great. Tonight I am going out, and that's why we only have a 2-hour stream planned. I'm going to the ICA for First Fridays. So our Museum of Contemporary Art, called the ICA in Boston. I think it's Institute of Contemporary Art, does things called First Fridays where members get in free, but they have these themed events. And tonight is denim and disco, so I have to change my outfit before going out. Thank you, Shayna. I appreciate that. We're going to restart the music. Because I can't tell on my end, so I appreciate you telling me. Okay, let's check these black beans for a second. One side right for you. I feel like those look good. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to smash the black beans like I did for my tacos that I made on the competition. Touch me, please. And there's a couple things that I add to the black beans while I do this. One is freshly grated garlic. So, grab garlic clove, chop the top off. Touch me, baby, tainted love. Anything specific? Not that I know of. It's a denim and disco party. So, I don't really know. I've never actually been. And a bunch of my friends are going, so that's why I'm just hopping on board. So we're grating some garlic into the black beans. Perfect. I got that done. I'm going to add in some salt and pepper. Sprinkle of salt. A couple turns of the pepper. 5 exactly, because I only like odd numbers, as some people know. So yeah. Yeah, so there's like a DJ, there's drinks, there's other things going on. I don't remember exactly, but I can report back tomorrow. Talk about how the event was during our Kentucky Derby charity brunch castle stream. That's tomorrow. We'll be raising funds for the Jimmy Fund and Dana Faba. And if you're not familiar with those organizations, they are They help research and they provide research and care for cancer patients. Support is banging now, so plenty of options. If not, exactly. Well, so I've been actually out with this group after they go to these events. I've never been to the event, but let's just say they have their fun times. It's called it's a Boston social group, so they're very active. Okay, so this is what we're looking at in terms of the beans with the garlic and the salt and pepper, just lightly simmering at a level like 3. And now I'm going to start to make the goddamn tortilla. What do you got there?